Hi friends, today I explain you exercise 3.2 question number 2. So just read this question on comparing the ratios A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2. Find out whether the line representing the following pairs of linear equations intersect at a point, are parallel or coincide. So by here equations are already given. We need to tell him whether these two lines intersect at a point, are parallel or coincide. This thing we already learn in our theory part, right? So what we need to do here? First of all, we find A1, A2, B1, B2, C1 and C2 from these two equations, right? Then first of all we find the ratio, that means A1 upon A2 and B1 upon B2. If this two ratio is not same, right, A1 upon A2 is not equals to B1 upon B2, then we can say that these two line intersect at a point, that means intersecting line, right? We can say that from A1 upon A2 is not equals to B1 upon B2, then we can say that our two lines is intersect at a point. But if we get A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2, then we find our third ratio, it is C1 upon C2, right? We find our third ratio C1 upon C2. If this ratio is also equals to the B1 upon B2, that means if our A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2 is equals to C1 upon C2, then we can say that our two line is coincident line. Okay, two lines is coincident line. And second thing, if we get A1 upon A2 is equals to B1 upon B2 is not equals to C1 upon C2, then we can say that two lines are parallel lines. Okay, so first of all we check A1 upon A2 and B1 upon B2. If these two things is not equal, then we can say that intersect at a point. But if this ratio becomes equal, then we find our third ratio C1 upon C2. If this ratio is equals with the B1 upon B2, then we can say that our two lines are coincident line. And if it is not equals to, means B1 upon B2 is not equals to C1 upon C2, then our two lines are parallel. So here internally three questions given here. Out of that first question, 5x minus 4y plus 8 is equals to 0. And second equation, 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equals to 0. Now compare our first equation, that means 5x minus 4y plus 8 is equals to 0 with a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0. Okay, so compare our first equation with a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equals to 0. Then from here we can find a1 is equals to 5, right? A1 means coefficient of x, so here a1 is equals to 5. Then b1, we need to write this number with the sign, here b1 and here minus 4y, so b1 is equals to minus 4. Then third thing, it is c1, right? c1 means our constant term, here it is plus 8, so c1 is equals to 8, right? So we get a1 is equals to 5, b1 is equals to minus 4 and c1 is equals to 8 from the first equation. Now use the second equation, it is 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equals to 0. Now compare this equation, means second equation, with a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. So from second equation you will get the value of a2, b2 and c2, right? This is a2, that means coefficient of x, so a2 is equals to 7. Here B2, that means coefficient of y. Here it is plus 6. So B2 is equals to 6. And C2, it is our constant term. Here it is minus 9. Right? So C2 is equals to minus 9. So A2 is equals to 7. B2 is equals to 6. C2 is equals to minus 9. So here we get value of A2, B2 and C2. So now total we have 6 values. A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. First thing, find A1 upon A2. A1 is 5 and A2 is minus 4. So our A1 upon A2, sorry, A2 is equals to 7. So our A1 upon A2, it is 5 upon 7. Right? Now find out B1 upon B2. B1, it is minus 4 and B2, it is 6. If we simplify this ratio, then 4 means 2 2s are and 6 means 2 3s are. 2 2 cut. So finally we get minus 2 upon 3. So our A1 upon A2 is equals to 5 by 7 and B1 upon B2 is equals to minus 2 by 3. These two ratios are not equal. Right? So from this we can say that A1 upon A2 is not equals to B1 upon B2. So two lines intersect at a point. Right? This is the condition for intersecting line. So here lines have unique solution, which means they intersect at one point. That is already written here. Okay.